Welcome to ArtSpeaks, connecting the creative community with Fulton County residents. I'm Lionel Thomas, Director of Fulton County Arts and Culture. Today, we'll connect you to Fulton County artists. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm here with Tracy Murrell, an Atlanta-based artist and curator whose bold work has been selected and acquired for the 2018 Fulton County Fine Arts Acquisition Program. Thank you for being with us today, Tracy.
I am so honored to be here.
Tracy, you have on your wall up here, it says, "Sister, I see you."
Oh, yeah.
What's that about?
I was selected to participate in a residency in Tetuan, Morocco, and the focus of the residency is on migration. So 6 artists from around the world, mostly North American artists, we came together for 4 weeks to explore the themes of migration. And we worked with migrants that were working with in the Catholic Church, and they happened to be from Cameroon. And I developed a friendship with 4, and I have a new series of work that will be coming out of their residency. But they became very close friends of mine. And one thing I wanted them to know in this work is that I see you for the beautiful human being that you are.
Wow.
Regardless of what your circumstances or what you're going through, I see the essence of God in you. And I don't want you to forget. So that's going to be the title of the exhibition. My Sister, I See You.
So Tracy, you're a very busy woman here in Fulton County, and you do a lot. And you're a self-taught artist.
Yes, I am.
You are a curator.
Mm-hmm.
You're an arts educator.
Yes.
You also execute your own work.
I do.
So how do you do all of that and maintain your balance?
Well, everything starts here in the studio. This is my happy place.
Right.
It's full of light. It's full of color. And I can't wait to get in here. So I have admin days where I focus on non-studio work. And I have days that I focus 100% on any of my projects, whether they're curatorial projects or exhibition projects. And I'm here as long as I have the energy. The wonderful thing about being here at Westview Studios is that we have 24-hour access.
Right.
So things get really nice and calm around 7, 8, 9. I'm a night person. So I'm able to focus and just create or hit those deadlines, complete those deadlines that are due the next day. But it is a balancing act.
So tell us about the work. And I see some of it in the background here. Mm-hmm. What medium do you work in?
Well, I mostly work with high gloss enamel. So on the pieces, such as this piece right here, where the blue figure has a sheen to it, that's the paint that I use. Backgrounds are usually in acrylic, and as of the last couple of years, I've started incorporating different papers, different objects to complete the composition.
So you're self-taught.
Yeah.
So tell us how that happened.
Okay. So when I moved to Atlanta, I moved here to be in the music industry, and I worked for independent organizations. I worked with Organized Noise when I got here. Mm-hmm. Then within a couple of years, I was working for EMI Records. And the music industry is so much fun, but the music industry has some issues. Mm-hmm. And I found after I achieved what I wanted to achieve, which was working for a major record label, that it was kind of killing my soul. Right. I was seeing things that were not so wonderful for women. I was seeing artists who were compromising who they are to achieve certain things. And I started to get unhappy about it, and I knew I needed to make a change. So I started painting as a way of coping. Mm-hmm. I started with one painting. I wanted an image of a staircase, an image of a,
So this is recent, you just started painting?
No, this was in 1996.
Oh, okay.
I started painting in my house bought art supplies and started trying to figure out myself. Had friends over who are artists to give me tips. And I never forget, Jimmy Black one day came in and he was working with me. He says, "Have you thought about taking an art class?" And I was like, "No, I was just trying to figure it out on my own." He's like, "Take an acrylic class because it'll help you." And I started.
He's trying to nudging you along.
Yeah, he was giving me some guidance.
Right.
And I take a class here and there, and then I had paintings all over my house, and I started giving away as gifts. And my best friend in 2009 was like, "These need to be in a gallery." And she got me my first exhibition. She called a gallerist and showed him pictures of my work. I brought it by, and he says, "We'd love for you to be our next artist." And that's how I started becoming that's when it shifted for something I was doing in my home to something that I was doing for the public.
Okay. It's a very interesting story, and I'm very excited that you were able to follow that path because the work that you are doing is very outstanding.
Thank you.
And we are happy to have it in the Fulton County Acquisition Program.
So am I.
Yeah, it pays the bills, right?
More than that, when I saw the artists that you had, I just felt honored to be in their presence. You know, the art community is very nurturing here in Atlanta.
Right.
There is nothing that when I needed to grow, for some reason I would meet the right person who would show me and guide me. And that's the creative community that's here. Creative community here is very supportive. And there are exhibition opportunities everywhere. Like I've started to actually say, "No, Tracy, you need to spend time creating and being a little bit more thoughtful and the things that I do outside of the studio."
So we're going to talk more about that when we come back.
Okay.
But we have to take a break.
Yes.
And we'll be back with more ArtSpeaks in a moment. And we're back with Tracy Murrell, one of our outstanding artists here in Fulton County. So Tracy, I want to expound a little bit more about the arts community and how that's helped nurture you in your spirit. You talked about nurturing your spirit.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about that.
It started back when I was working with an artist who's passed away. I started doing oil painting. And he was teaching, Yusuf Muhammad, he was teaching at Studioplex. And I started with him. And the artists that were in the class, we all kept in touch. And from there, I would work on my own. And Louis Del Sart put out a call for the 25-foot mural that he was doing. And it was open to any artist.
Right.
And so I met with him and I told him my experience. He says, "Oh, great. Come on by the studio. I have you work on panel 25. And I was like, "Great." And that was the first time that I've been in a communal environment. Any artist that was visiting Atlanta, they would come by the studio. So I was meeting Afro Cobra artists. I was meeting artists that had so much rich history. Local artists would come in and we were all working on panels. And the beautiful thing about that is that if I made a mistake, the first time I made a mistake,
Is there such a thing in the arts?
Oh my gosh, yes. Because when you're working on a collaborative project, you're working from some template, and my template gone really astray. And I went to Louis and I was like, "Okay, I don't know how to fix this." And he came by and he says, "Oh, yeah, you know, you have too much pink here." And he got me back on track. He says, "You're good, keep doing what you're doing. I like what you're doing."
So it's a completely collaborative process.
It was collaborative, it was nurturing, it was loving, we had wine, it was fantastic. We had a great time.
So there's this whole notion about technology and how it's been incorporated into the arts world.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, how do you feel about that? I mean, give us your thoughts about it.
I love it. Right. I love that. Okay, where it impacts my work is I am incorporating stop motion animation in my work. I'm incorporating having, as I scale up, I'm working with 3D printers on some of the more detailed work, all of it. I mean, artists are big kids, and we like to try new stuff and see whether it works or not. And so we're totally open to that. I like working with younger kids because they kind of pick up really quick. So we're able to collaborate on specific projects, and we feed off each other's energy.
Right.
So I see, as we all move to relying on technology, bringing our expertise, working with non-technological techniques and blending them together is only going to get grander.
So let's just talk about, and for the sake of young people,
Okay.
what advice would you give them about defining success? I mean, in your eyes, how do you define success? And really, what's next for you?
Okay. So a couple things. So let's start with the kids.
Okay.
Whenever I meet young artists who are interested, I said, just do it. Just do it, and then make artist friends and ask their opinions. Build your circle, because I have my circle when I'm working on a project and I'm not sure whether I'm going in the right direction. I have what I call my accountability artist friend. And I was like, okay, so this is where I am with this. What do you think about it? It's like going, you need to bring this out more, and then I think that you achieve what you're looking for. So to any artist at whatever level you are, make sure that you have a close circle, because we feed off each other.
So define success.
For me, success is scaling my work up and having my work travel outside the United States. There are a number of prizes that I'm going after. I'm just going to claim the Rome Prize.
Okay.
It may not be 2020, it may be 21, but I'm getting the Rome Prize.
So that's what's next for you.
That is what I'm aiming for, building a meaningful body of work that qualifies me to be a recipient of that prize.
Well, thank you very much for being with us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Same here.
Such a very interesting story, and I'm sure our viewers will get a lot out of that, and exciting stuff down the road, and we look for more from you here in Fulton County.
And I thank you for your support.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We've been talking to visual artist Tracy and Murrell, and we'll be back with more in a moment with ArtSpeaks. Thank you for joining us. For more information about artists featured in this show, please visit our website for links to arts resources. And remember, you can connect with us online on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or watch us anytime on FultonArts.org. Thank you for being with us, and remember, live the arts.